So just like you, I'm waiting patiently for Windows 10, but I've got questions. What can we expect? How much hard drive space will I need? Will we all get it on the 29th and basically take down the internet because we're all downloading these massive files? Only one way to find out is to go speak to Microsoft. That's exactly what I did.
Hi, my name is Ashley and I'm the PR lead for Microsoft South Africa. When you click on the Windows 10 Reserve icon, basically what you're doing is you're allowing us to run a diagnostics test on your device. And it's enabling us to see how compatible you will be for Windows 10 when you upgrade your machine. So it's really about giving the consumer or the end user the best possible experience on Windows 10 and making sure all of your drivers are up to date, all of your bits and bytes are all ready for Windows 10 really. If we had everybody clicking at the stroke of midnight to upgrade, I think we might break the internet, which would not be a good thing. So the way it's going to work is we're going to start with our insiders from our insider program. They'll be the first to have the opportunity to upgrade. We'll then go to the people who have reserved their upgrade. Those people will be alerted that their upgrade is ready and that their machine is actually in the right state for upgrade and ready for upgrade. And then we'll follow through the third wave, which will be anybody else who wishes to upgrade. Your OEMs have got the right drivers in place for you, that those are working. So for example, that when you start, your graphics card will work on Windows 10, your printer will work. So we need to make sure that the manufacturers of your devices are ready with that. And that's what that diagnostic test does. It checks your machine, it checks the compatibility with what the OEM has put out there. And once all of that is ready in the back end, then you're ready for upgrade so that you get the best Windows 10 experience. So what will happen on the 29th, if you're one of the lucky people to download on the 29th, is basically you'll get a pop-up, an in-screen marketing pop-up that will say to you, ready for your upgrade. You click on the icon and it will prompt you through the upgrade process. It's an upgrade, it's not a new install. So basically what it will do, it will just help you get through the process, prompt you through until your device is ready. We obviously always suggest that you back up your data. It's basically a good process to follow, but it's not an essential. So all of your applications will move with you, especially if you've done your Windows sign-in properly. So your user sign-on, where you've got your one Microsoft user access, whether it be your Outlook account or your Hotmail account. If you've loaded that properly, all of your apps should follow with you naturally. If that happened in Windows 8, same thing will happen in Windows 10. There is a 30-day rollback option to Windows 8 or 7, whichever was on your machine previously and that you upgraded from. You shouldn't really have a space issue upgrading from 8 or 8.1 to Windows 10. It's an upgrade and the image is basically the same size as Windows 8 was. If you're in a company and you have multiple machines, we still recommend that you follow the upgrade process as suggested, because again, it's about the user experience. It's running a diagnostic on the machine, so we need to make sure that everything's compatible. So as opposed to taking it and pushing it across, maybe the one machine's not ready and you're going to have a bad experience. So rather follow the upgrade process. For the first year, if you're running Windows 7, Windows 8 or Windows 8.1, you get a free upgrade. There are some caveats, and we're waiting for some of the devices that the OEMs may select that won't be upgradable. but we're pretty much expecting that most Windows 7, 8 and 8.1 devices will be a free upgrade. After your year of upgrade, it basically just keeps, it's a service. This is Windows as a service. So what that means is that you will get the security upgrades. You'll get the new innovations coming down for the life of your device. So I think what's really exciting about Windows 10 is that it is something that people are familiar with, but there's a freshness to it. So what do we mean by that? A lot of the things, the start button is back. Everybody asked for the start button, it is there, okay? But it's better, okay? There's a lovely search bar at the bottom with the actual bar in place. Unlike 7 didn't actually have the bar, you could still search from there. You can search there now. It's a great, easy, friendly feature of Windows 10. I think very significant to point out is that this is the largest collaboration of a software build. It is literally 5 million people have been part of this build of Windows 10. That's significant because it means that we've got people giving us not just what they liked about previous versions, which is obviously the familiar side, but they've really pushed us to be innovative and bring out the freshness to it, the new things. If we look at things like Edge, our new browser, this really is taking collaboration to a new level. You can literally write in the browser, you can pull off of there, you can share. Now imagine for web designers or small businesses that are trying to build a website, they can actually literally write in it, cut it out, send it back to their agency that's working on it. Obviously pen and ink is quite a big feature in it. That natural and personal is coming through again that we saw in Windows 10. In Windows 8, but it's fresher. It's coming to life. I think that also the other thing that you're seeing is it adapts to devices. So if you're on a tablet, it gives you the Windows 8 experience of the touch, where we were really strong with the touch on Windows 8. Whereas if you're sitting on a normal laptop and you're using your mouse and keyboard, you've got the mouse and keyboard and the Windows 7 kind of functionality. That's a feature that we call Continuum. And I think you'll also see it coming out when you start getting Windows Phone side of it. I think very significant about the Windows 10 operating system is that you're going to have the same experience whether you're working from a phone, to a tablet, to a laptop, to an all-in-one, to your TV, to HoloLens. So that's the reality, is that it's the same experience. It's one platform. It's the same one store, which is quite significant. So this is a real ecosystem now across all of your devices. The big excitement is obviously also your personal assistant Cortana. Unfortunately at this point it will not be available in the South African dialect. You can obviously do the searches by typing, it's just the voice activation. Again, it goes down to the user experience. South African dialect is slightly different from American dialect, from a UK dialect, and as such we need to ensure that somebody's having that experience and they're talking, that your assistant can understand you. So until the point that we've got the dialect right for the South African voice, and what I would encourage you to do as insiders is to go on and push for that, because obviously if we can get the market interest and the market call for it, it will come faster to our market. If there are hassles, get hold of our technical support center. We've got a call center, we've got an inline support, which is basically online, click to chat, and you can have 15 minutes free consultation with a Microsoft person, whether it's to help you operate Windows 10 or to download and install it.